Hello and welcome back to another video of Brotato. Today we're going to be playing the Saver, and we're going to continue the Mastering Brotato series in Abyssal Terrors. And you can see here, we basically start with some harvesting. We get plus bonus damage for every 25 materials that we have, and we also start with one piggy bank. So this basically means we are incentivized to not spend any money and just stack up a ton of materials, which will convert into damage percent. So today we're going to be using the laser gun. And the reason for that is it does have piercing, and it also has incredibly high base damage. 40 base damage, as you can see here. The piercing does 75%, so it will hit for 30, but overall, that is dealing 70 damage per hit currently, right? And then we also have a small chance to crit here. The only issue with this weapon is that it does have very slow attack speed, so we are going to want to get as much attack speed as possible. And let's see, we can get a laser gun here. You know what, we'll actually just go ahead and pick them up now. And let's keep going. Yeah, so early on we just want to get our laser guns nice and ready. And then we can start focusing on saving up materials. So we're going to be moving on to the saving materials part really quickly in this video. And another reason I did go with the laser gun is, for one, I think people tend to underrate it and don't really understand its strength as much as I do, because I've played with it and I've given it a chance a lot more often probably than other people have. More attack speed is great. The only issue, once again, is it has very low attack speed. So you are going to need some attack speed to make it work properly. Which means pretty much we're only going to be taking attack speed this run. We are going to want some tanky stats as well, but you know, attack speed is pretty much the only damage that we really want. We don't care about crit chance that much. It's going to cost too many materials and such. It's just not worth going for most of the time. If it gets given to us for free, handed to us, yes, we will take the crit chance. But we really just want attack speed. We don't care about crit chance too much. We don't care about attack speed. Max HP is great. Fertilizer and another laser gun. There you go. Let's go. Yeah, we don't care too much about crit chance unless it gets given to us for free. And we definitely don't care about picking up more damage percent. We just want to stack up our materials. Material stacking is going to give us a ton of damage percent. So, for example, currently we're hitting for 40. You can see it's already increased to 41. Which means that if we get 100% damage percent, we'll be hitting for 80 at that point. And getting to that point in the run is actually not that difficult if you start saving materials early enough, which is what we're going to do, since we're not going to really buy anything from this point on. We really would only pick up like laser guns and reroll for attack speed, for example. There we go. And then here, more attack speed, yes, over damage percent even. We don't need that. We'll reroll our free reroll, and one more time. More attack speed and range damage, we could take that. Since it has attack speed, it's worth getting. Even though we lose a lot of damage percent from buying this item, potentially the attack speed is still worth it. So that, again, this is just for the laser gun. If you're using the laser gun, this is how you should play, in my opinion. I absolutely love this weapon. I think it has very beautiful damage. Just 40 base damage. Just think about that, right? 40 base damage. Some weapons have not even double-digit base damage. This one has 40 to start. And again, the only real negative part of it is that the attack speed is very slow. So you really have to stack it up. We can actually take this. It's worth it. And that might seem strange, but the thing is, we don't really... Let's buy this XP gain. 1 reroll. 2. Okay. We don't really care about range damage, because again, the damage on our weapon is ridiculous. We don't really need that much range damage either. Yes, we don't want to lose it too much, but if we're talking about a peaceful bee where we can get a little bit more harvesting, that's going to be worth it. Also, I just managed to walk into 2 projectiles from 1 pufferfish. Okay, don't do that part. That's not part of the guide. Everything else so far, yes, part of the guide. Projectiles should be dodged, don't walk into them. Okay, everything else, part of the guide. It's not that part. You guys can forget you saw that. Also, I see a tree here. Killing trees is really important because they give Not just materials, they can also give you loot crates, which are really nice. Let's roll. 2 armor is actually not bad. We could take that. And attack speed again, perfect. More attack speed, but ooh, a wheelbarrow. 16 harvesting, obviously we're going to take that. And we will roll 2 times, and you know what, let's buy this and continue. That's pretty cheap, about 32 materials. Yes, the more materials we save, the better, because we can multiply them with the piggy bank. So every material we do spend is kind of like permanently lost exponential gains. So we want to save as much as possible. That's why I have not bothered to buy the small magazine, even though it's a very nice item. Gives attack speed and range damage. I'd say after attack speed, range damage is probably the next most important stat when it comes to damage. Again, we don't really care too much for crit chance, and damage percent is unnecessary. It's just going to be a little bit too difficult to stack up crit chance, and it's not going to be consistent enough where it's going to outperform more range damage in our case. Okay, there you go. 600 materials, and a scar, and another dangerous bunny, okay. Plus we get the level 10 upgrade there. At level 10 you always see a tier 3 upgrade, that's why I saw a bunch of tier 3s there, and I took attack speed. Let's roll our 3 rerolls. One more. Another laser gun and a wheelbarrow. Okay, we're taking the wheelbarrow, and we will take the laser gun and roll 2 times. A helmet. Okay, let's just skip it, it's okay. The helmet is pretty good value, but for our situation, we don't really need it. Since we're using laser guns, we have very good range, which means we should be able to get away from enemies really easily, or just kill them before they even get close to us. So stacking up armor is not really necessary, I'd say. Kill this. We have some goblin sharks getting almost one shot. I just saw a crit for 122. Okay. I would absolutely take some crit chance if it came from a level up. Like if we just randomly found a 7% crit when we leveled up, I'd be happy to take that. Because it will give us some pretty good damage. Especially if we don't have to roll. That just means we save materials too, so. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Range damage, sure, let's take it. Move speed is also really important. We want to have some of that. Use our free rerolls. Another laser gun. We don't actually... Oh. I didn't mean to do that. No. Okay, we can take the bag, though. I did not mean to buy that. I wanted to lock it for next round. I was going to say, we don't need to buy it right now. We can wait and then buy it later. That way we can just profit off having the materials in the piggy bank. Oh, that's so unfortunate. And even though the weapon doesn't have insane attack speed, you see we can still deal with small enemies pretty well, as long as we are taking attack speed as our priority. If we ignore the fact that we have slow weapons, yes, we're gonna struggle, obviously. That means we're just completely ignoring the one weakness of the very strong weapon we have. So just keep taking more attack speed. You genuinely cannot have enough. If you find an attack speed upgrade every single level up, you could probably just take every single one of them and your run would be okay. Well, if you did that, it'd be difficult because that means if you got hit once, you're probably going to end up dying, which is not really optimal. But you get the point. It's kind of just hyperbole from me. We can take damage percent. And another dangerous bunny. Okay. We're actually going to go ahead and buy this now. A bandana could be okay, but we really don't want to spend materials on that. Another laser gun and a gentle alien. This is worth buying. And then a few cheap rerolls and a bag. Okay. Oh my god, a nuclear launcher. We could take that, but of course we're not going to. That would be kind of fun though. The nuclear launcher is a very fun weapon. So we did pick up 2 bags, which cost us material, but as long as we get some loot crates, they will pay for themselves. Yeah, that investment will pay itself off. Just look how... This weapon is so nice, it really is. I'm such a advocate of the laser gun. Especially on any character that has, like... that can use ranged weapons. That is not, like, you know, necessary... Like, if it's a character that starts with +10 melee damage, of course I'm not going to use the laser gun. But any character that has, like, some nice damage percentage or percentage damage scaling in some way, I love using the laser gun. Such a nice weapon. Very consistent, has piercing, extremely good for killing bosses. It's not the most amazing for killing a lot of enemies like what we're currently facing, but that doesn't really matter, in my opinion. Because we kill most of them anyways. A fish hook, okay. The fish hook, yes, it's very good. I'm gonna skip it because it's too strong, and I don't want to turn the run into a fish hook run. As per usual, we skip those around here. In the guide runs, we will always skip those. If this weren't a guide video, I would take it. Let's go and pick up both of these and do all of our rerolls, looking for things. A whistle, more loot aliens is really good for us. Specifically because we do have, oh, a minigun. That'd also be kind of fun, but we're not going to take it. It's not actually very good with our build. But the loot alien or the loot whistle is really good because we do have 2 bags, which means if we do kill any loot aliens and get the crates, we will get 30 materials per crate. And I'm not getting any loot. Any loot crates, please. So the trees have a 20% chance to give loot crates. Like this, that's the base chance. Which means on average, technically every 5 trees, you know, if you want to think about it really simply, every 5 trees should give you a loot crate. You can obviously get luckier or less lucky depending on your actual luck stats and how many of them you find and such. Okay, no loot aliens so far. But just look how easy this is, right? We're pretty much instantly clearing out everything that spawns. Also, a small note to make is that, unlike other characters, where you're not necessarily punished for leaving materials on the ground, you're kind of punished on the saver. Because if they're bagged materials, you can't use the piggy bank on them. So you do want to try, oh, we're going to take that. You do want to try and pick up all the materials you find. Toxic Sludge Cursed, interesting. We don't need that though. 1 reroll, laser gun. So we're going to fight an elite, so this is worth picking up, I'd say. And another one, let's take it as well. Plus a peacock. Oh man, I'm really tempted to take that. I'm so tempted. You know, we're probably going to take it after this wave, not this wave, exactly. It's too dangerous right now. Let's be careful with the gargoyle here. He's going to start shooting out things. We don't even have to really focus him. We can just ignore him and stay far away. And eventually we'll just kill him. Just keep him like sort of in range. Just play it really safe like this. And he's dead. Look at that. We didn't even get hit a single time there. That just shows the power of the laser gun. Now, I really love this weapon. Like, look at this damage. This is incredible damage, right? We're hitting for 120 per hit, and then 160 with our tier 3 laser gun. So you can basically see our average damage is 161 currently. It just does so well with percentage damage stats, so attack speed, crit chance, and damage percent, that if you're not picking it up when you are not using it on characters that can utilize those stats really well, you know, are you really having fun, right? Okay, there we go. Huge wave, medkit. We lose 10 luck, we get a bunch of HP regen. Yeah, sure, we can take that. And max HP. Crit chance for damage percent. So this is what I meant when I said, if they hand us crit chance, I'll take it. So yes, I'll take this. 6% crit chance is obviously better than 3% damage percent. We have so much damage percent, we do not need that much. And this is 5% speed or a lot of materials. I'm going to recycle it. I think we don't need it right now. More max HP to be safe. A peacock and use our free rerolls. We're not going to buy insanity. We got handed it to us in that last part, but we don't want to spend money on it. Also, if we can get all of our laser guns to tier 3, that will be more than good enough for us. Okay, let's also kill this tree. Look how quickly we're attacking, by the way. We have 0.86 seconds attack speed. So every 0.86 seconds we do 1 attack. That's really nice. And those attacks are hitting for... Just look at this damage. Those attacks are hitting so hard. 179, I think. Is that the... I think that's the tier 3 weapon. Yeah. The tier 3 weapon's hitting for 179 per hit at this point. So this is one reason why you don't necessarily need crit chance. Because it doesn't help when you're not hitting bosses. Right? Because you're already one-shotting the majority of enemies that you face when you have the laser gun. Which means if you're already one-shotting them, why would you care about more damage percent? Why would you care about more crit chance? You just want attack speed. If you one-shot them no matter what, then more shots is better than harder hitting shots, right? We could take a whetstone for lifesteal. More attack speed. Can I get more? Yep, I can. Perfect. And some luck. We'll just take that so we don't have to roll anymore. Laser gun tier 1. Sure, we'll take that. Oh, community support. We're not going to take it. We absolutely could, but I think it's not necessary in this case. We already have so much attacks. We have 140%. Picking that up is not really necessary, especially since it loses its armor. I want you guys to be safe in your runs. I don't want you to go full glass cannon. You don't need to. Yes, it will speed up boss kills, elite kills. You can do it if you want, if you're, you feel confident and everything. But if you just want to play safe, you don't really need to give up your armor, max HP for more damage stats. You can see how easily we killed that elite. I didn't even, at this point, I don't have to pay attention to any of their mechanics, right? I just stay out of range of them, at max range if possible, and keep attacking. And that's it. Eventually they'll die. And by eventually, I mean, in that case, it took 10 seconds. So eventually is not very long. All you have to do is stay out of range, and you're safe, yeah. Okay, well, the enemies are not having a good time. I don't even have to move anymore. There you go, 3,600 materials. Oh my god, wait, every ranged weapon's 5th projectile has +3 projectile. This is so overkill, I love it. I'm gonna take it. Wait, it's actually insanely overkill. We're gonna just one-shot things at this point. Okay, so Poisonous Tonic is very good. Attack speed and crit chance are really good for us. And obviously attack speed here is very good as well. We could just take them both. A tree is good, more materials and loot crates will drop that way. And another laser gun plus a sunglasses. So I said this much earlier in the run, but once we get near 3,000 materials, we can kind of afford to buy more things. Because at that point, yes, more damage percent is cool and all, but there are certain stats that are just significantly better than, another 10% damage, right? And 10% crit is one of those things. So at this point in the run, yes, we will take things if they can outvalue the damage percent that we would get in exchange. So whatever will help us either stay alive more or kill the final bosses more quickly are things that we want to pick up. Well, this run is over. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to explain anymore, right? I think at this point, this is where you absolutely have already won your run. I think the only way you could lose is if you got hit by multiple projectiles simultaneously somehow. That's actually really difficult. Attack speed. More armor to be even safer. Perfect. We'll just buy both of these and then roll a little bit. Let's see, crit chance for damage percent. So this is actually worth it at this point. And anything else? Range damage and range. No, we don't want that. Our attack speed on the tier 4 is 0.6. So our tier 4 laser guns attacking every 0.6 seconds. That's pretty good. Look how quickly they're attacking. So this weapon started out with 1.98 attack speed, or 1.98 second attacks, right? Attacks per... It's not per second. It's so weird the way you think about it, right? Because a lot of games, they tell you how much attack speed you have, per second or something. This game just tells you the amount you have, or how often you attack. So we attacked every 1.98 seconds originally. Now we're attacking every 0.6 seconds. So we managed to get that to less than 1/3 of the initial speed, which is obviously not balanced because the laser gun is balanced around having really long attack speed, or really slow attack speed, I should say. So when you attack this quickly with it, it obviously looks broken, and this is why we are using it today. Very lovely weapon. I absolutely love using it. It's also ranged, which means it's just easier to use even if you're not super experienced with the mechanics of the game. You shouldn't really struggle if you're using this weapon, because you can just stay far out of range and play really safe. Baby gecko, I'm so tempted to take it. Now I have to. I can't leave my baby gecko behind, my friend. We're going to take that, and we're going to take a peacock. Peacock gives us more XP gain, which means we can level up more and get even more attack speed. Probably. Yeah, probably. Well, you know, this would be a perfect time for you guys to leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. I'd appreciate it. Or maybe leave a comment, because I like reading you guys' comments. Especially if you actually struggle, even after watching my video, you can maybe leave a comment, and if you kind of explain why you feel like you're struggling, I might be able to help. I will say maybe you just want to watch, like if you're struggling at the beginning of your runs, you can just rewatch the beginning of the video maybe, and kind of get an idea for how I played it. Because I'd say the saver, the more complicated part technically is going to be the beginning, I'd say. So at this point, crit chance is absolutely the best stat we can get. So 9% crit is really good. We can reroll here. Yeah, 5% crit, sure, we'll just take it. And do our free rerolls. Range damage and attack speed, that's probably worth taking. Laser gun upgrade as well. Okay. Do a few rerolls here. And, oh, a goldfish, we'll lock that. And the armor plate's also very safe. I'd say if you guys are playing, you should probably take these things. They'll just make your run 100% chance to win, you know. Try to get rid of any possibility of losing. That enemy got deleted. Okay. Unfortunate for him, I think. And not much to say about that. So him, his ability basically puts a small cage around you. So what you want to do is kind of stay far away, and then stand still so his cage will close, and then you can move again. You kind of have like it's like about a 2-second interval between cages, where you can move freely. And that is wave 18, 5,500 materials. We're gonna go to recycle this, we don't really need it. And we'll take more max HP to be safe. Buy all of these and reroll. Okay. So since we're at the point in the run where we've essentially already won, I'm gonna take this so we can try and kill the final boss really quickly. Anything else? Laser gun. Also a peacock. I don't know if this is worth it. I think it might not be. The laser gun is probably worth it. It's kind of hard to get rid of this here, but... Okay, let's go. We still have wave 19 here, of course. We are hitting for 830 on crit. Yup, that seems about right. Yeah, the final wave is going to disappear. Like, it's going to evaporate, actually. It's crazy, though, that none of these runs are even going to compare to the run I had, was it last week? Where I killed the final wave. I killed the bosses in 1 second. No, it wasn't a second. It was like less than a second. It was so fast, I genuinely couldn't, like, I couldn't see. It was less than 1 second boss kills. And yeah, I don't remember what that video was called, or which character I was playing, actually. But that was ridiculous. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I think that was by far the most ridiculous boss kill I've ever had. But this is going to be extremely fast as well. Like, we'll probably kill each boss in about 5 seconds or so. Maybe less. Snail is great. Recycle that. This will make us saver, we'll take it. Community support's also good for damage. We don't really need this. Okay, well... okay, I guess we're taking it. They really wanted me to take it. Sunglasses is great here. Too late for the coupon. Can we get a scythe? Oh my god. We got a scythe. We got a scythe, guys. Yeah, we're not taking that. We're not taking that. That's just silly. Medical gun. One more reroll. Okay, nothing. Oh, a cursed laser gun, 668%. It's actually, oh my god. Look, it's better than a tier 3 laser gun scales. It has more damage and more crit chance. Sorry, more crit damage. It does attack slower though. We're just gonna leave it. This is wave 20. I hope you guys enjoy. And that's one boss down. Those are like less than 5 seconds. And that's the other boss down. Yep, that's the saver, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I showed you guys one of my favorite weapons in the game, the laser gun. Very fun weapon, very underrated in my opinion. But that is it for today. Next time we will be playing the Sick. I hope you guys come and watch that. But I will see you tomorrow. Okay, goodbye for now. Bye bye.